All right, so Microsoft has been doing a lot, I think, getting ready for next generation. We've talked about that here a lot, actually, on this channel, where we've gone over all of the different systems that they're planning on having, and streaming devices, and xCloud, and all of these different things. We even talked about the diskless Xbox One system that seems to be launching next month. We'll hear about it, I guess, at Inside Xbox this month, I guess, later on. And now they're doing something that I've been kind of talking about here and there, and I think it's going to happen for a couple of reasons, and I think some of those reasons are not, or they don't exist on the Xbox. It seems to be Microsoft kind of getting themselves ready for other platforms almost. I'm going to kind of explain to you what I think is happening, and this is kind of laying the groundwork for. So there is a very credible rumor. It's almost not a rumor at this point, because this has been going on for a little while, and it looks like it's going to be introduced around the same time, especially according to The Verge here, around the same time as that diskless Xbox One, the Xbox One SAT edition that I guess we'll get here and take apart and see what's going on in there. And that would be their plan, is to introduce next to it, because I think they'll probably bundle something like Game Pass or Xbox Live into it, and it would just be one subscription service. That's what seems to be happening here. They don't want to have multiple subscription services like an Xbox Live and a Game Pass and everything. I think eventually they might even rename it, believe it or not, to something else. I could see that being a thing where it's just you pay a subscription fee for like an ecosystem of stuff, whether it's cloud storage, where of course your saves go to it, or storing more data or something with them, your Game Pass, Xbox Live, which will just be bundled in. And a lot of that, I think, has to do with trying to get people on other devices outside of the Xbox One to essentially pay them a subscription fee for Xbox Live without actually giving them Xbox Live and getting a subscription fee in return. I think they're trying to build up their subscription service for this so that it makes more sense to people who are on PC, Switch, possibly phones, the xCloud service. That's, I think, the plan here. So what is going on with this? Well, this is going to be one of the plans, and I say one of because there are other ones. This is almost like we're seeing the month-to-month pricing, and then there will be a full year pricing, probably a 3-month pricing. And this is actually going to save people money who spend who buy Xbox Live every month. I don't know why you would at this point. I feel like most of us who do Xbox Live look around for a deal, first of all, because you can go on like eBay, Amazon. I'm sure people visit all kinds of gray market key sites as well. But the point is, you don't really spend $120 a year on Xbox Live. You spend $60 because you're not going to spend $10 per month on Xbox Live, but you will spend $120 a year on Game Pass because that's just straight up $10 a month. They've had some deals where you can spend less if you buy an entire year, but for the most part, people do spend $10 a month. The idea here, and this was put out by Walking Cat on Twitter, and it seems to have been verified, corroborated by a lot of people, is that there will be Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is Xbox Live Gold, plus Xbox Game Pass for $14.99 per month. There's going to be like a special for insiders at $1 per month until, I guess, release. But the thing here is, normally it's $20 a month for those two services together on the 1-month plan. That would save technically, I guess, $5, which doesn't feel like a lot, but when we start getting into things like the entire year, which would be $180, and let's say that's 25% less, then that starts to get a bit more interesting for people who would want that. And if we eventually move into territory where there is no Xbox Live subscription, there's no Game Pass subscription like separately, they're just intertwined, then Microsoft can make their push to it just being just Xbox in general. I guess just, I don't even know, what do you even call it then? Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Live into like Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. It's almost like they're trying to hide the Xbox Live subscription fee behind Game Pass, and I think that is a good strategy for them, considering most people off of the Xbox One don't feel the need to pay for Xbox Live, but most of them would feel the need or the desire to pay for Game Pass, especially if all those games are available right away for that price. I mean, some people would probably rather just do that rather than go buy a $60 game every month. Maybe they're okay with some of the first-party offerings on there, especially as we go into next gen with their studios that are going to start hopefully firing on all cylinders and giving us some good first-party games. And then, of course, the third-party offerings there as well. So if they can get to a point where we have a subscription fee that is, I mean, this is $14.99 per month. Maybe the, what would then be for 3 months? Would that be like $30 for 3 months or something, or like $32 or some weird metric and stuff? And maybe you can get the entire thing for like $90 or something, $100 for the year. If they can get there, right, where it's like Game Pass and like Xbox Live, and it's somewhere between like $100 and $130 per year, then I think people will really look at that. But that, I think, is the strategy, because when they do inevitably go, which a lot of people believe this, obviously, at this point, that they move over to the Switch with something, whether it's xCloud, their application of some kind. I mean, Xbox Live is technically already there, but you don't actually pay for it with like Minecraft and stuff, right? You can just kind of log in. But I feel like that is Microsoft's strategy. They desperately want to figure out how they can charge PC users who are technically already on Windows 10, their own ecosystem, but they can't get people to pay for Xbox Live because it's an open platform, and most people are just going to use like Steam, for example, or apparently the Epic Game Store if you really want to play Borderlands 3. But that's their conundrum right now. How do we get PC gamers to spend money on Xbox Live? Well, you hide it and you call it Game Pass Ultimate. That's how you do it. And I think that's their strategy. Game Pass is coming in full effect to PC. We also know that. It's kind of there with Play Anywhere, but it's not to the degree that if you sign into your Xbox and you have all these games, there's kind of a, a select few technically that work that way. Like Sea of Thieves, for example, Crackdown, those ones work. So that's the plan, I believe, right now. Maybe they even bundle some of this into that Xbox One SAD edition, right? Like Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. And I think it's a good strategy. We're going to find out more about this, I think, at Inside Xbox this month. And we're going to see what other, I guess, amounts that they have. They'll have the 1 month like we're seeing here. They'll have the 3 month, and they'll probably have the full year. So if that full year is compelling enough, then you might see people, when they do inevitably move Game Pass Ultimate over, actually buy into that. And that's what Microsoft wants. They want to reach 2 billion gamers. You're not going to do that on any one platform. You're probably not even doing that right now on all platforms combined. That's going to have to do with cell phones. And they don't want to just reach them. They want to sell to them. And that's why Microsoft is really leaning into services and subscriptions. And at this point, kind of playing around with their subscription services to then charge people something that they feel like they really want, and then also give them Xbox Live to some degree. But hey, I guess at least at that point, it won't just be Xbox users paying for Xbox Live. It's still crazy that's the case right now. Just Xbox users. So, I mean, I pay for that, PlayStation, and I just pay for all of them. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think about this down below, if it's a good move. And what would you like to see a full year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate cost? Like, to you, I mean, right now with what it's Game Pass is $120 a year, and then the Xbox Live Gold is $60 a year. That's $180. What would be a good price for you to come in? That's fair, obviously. That would make sense. Thanks, guys, for watching. Make sure you like the video if you liked it, disliked it if not, and I'll see you in the next video.